Welcome to the Sustainable CT Actions and Impact Review for the radical month of May 2026. Brought to you in part by the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut. That's right, the Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut brings people together to work towards a healthy, thriving, and sustainable Eastern Connecticut, and we are oh so glad they do. Visit them at cfect.org. We're springing into summer. Oh yes, we are. The Sustainable CT 2026 Spring into Summer celebration will be held at the Hillstead Museum, 35 Mountain Road, Farmington, on June 11th from 4 to 7 p.m. Join us for a landmark evening as we celebrate the communities and leaders shaping a more resilient future for Connecticut. As our nation prepares to commemorate its 250th anniversary, we gather to reflect on our state's past, celebrate our shared progress, and honor the visionary work making history today. Come early to visit the Hillstead Museum's first floor, including impressionist paintings displayed within the original in situ domestic interiors of the 1901 historic house, open for a self-guided tour from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. We'll be honoring our spring certified communities. Our friends and partners will be tabling, and we'll introduce our newest cohort of Sustainable CT Fellows. We'll have music and light fare, of course, and all of your Sustainable CT friends will be there. Together, we aren't just reflecting on history, we're creating it, so please do save the date to celebrate with us. Better yet, register early, because space is limited. Yes, it is. And where can you register for this stellar event, you ask? Why, at sustainablect.org, of course. Your hard work and continuing support are of vital importance to us, so we hope to see you on June 11th. Our 2026 Spring into Summer celebration is generously sponsored by Liberty Bank. Be community kind, that's Liberty Bank. And special thanks to Blue Earth Compost for the donation of their commercial composting services for this event too, which is very helpful. Yes, sponsorship opportunities are available. Join us in working for a better Connecticut, won't you? Please review our 2026 Spring into Summer celebration sponsorship and program advertising brochure today. Oh, we have got a lot going on this month, so let's get to it. In Elements, for the next Sustainable CT Coffee Hour, join us for an engaging and insightful coffee hour featuring Ace Riker, Equity Coach for Sustainable CT. Ace will provide guidance on how to approach Sustainable CT Actions 1.1, Optimize for Equity, and 1.3, Develop a Statement on Equity. Whether you're just beginning your equity journey or looking to deepen your impact, this conversation will provide valuable guidance and space for meaningful dialogue. Thursday, May 21st at 10 a.m. Remember, you can join Sustainable CT for virtual, informal discussions most third Thursdays of each month. We share program updates and resources, explore your questions, and strengthen the network of Sustainable CT champions. Yes, we do. These sessions are free and open to all. For your edification, your enlightenment, and your entertainment too, it's The Impact, a Sustainable CT podcast. This month, we catch up with Jason Velasquez at the nation's first green bank, Connecticut Green Bank, to hear how they're supporting Connecticut towns and cities. We know by now that a green bank accelerates the green economy using limited public dollars to attract multiples of private capital investment, making clean energy more affordable and accessible to consumers. But the Green Bank's model has expanded to include new areas of environmental infrastructure related to climate adaptation and resiliency, land conservation, parks and recreation, agriculture, water, waste and recycling, and environmental markets, including carbon offsets and ecosystem services. Join us to hear how Connecticut Green Bank is supporting towns and cities work towards a planet protected by the love of humanity. Oh, I like that. This month's episode of The Impact will be available on May 15th at sustainablect.org and wherever you get your podcasts. In the Community Match Fund this month, check out Center Streets 2026, an open street celebration. Center Streets is a community-driven fun event where everyone comes together, enjoys the streets of West Hartford, and connects with neighbors and friends. Bike West Hartford created this car-free festival to encourage health, connection, and fun. With local businesses, volunteers, and partners, they aim to make this event even bigger and more inclusive in 2026. Fun is good. Come on, support the fun. Our Summer Equity Training Series begins this week. It's a free, practical, action-focused learning experience designed to help municipal leaders move from equity concepts to confident application in real time. Participants will work with scenario-based coaching and peer learning using real challenges from their communities such as budgeting trade-offs, policy revisions, resident engagement tensions, and team dynamics. Anyone is welcome to register and participate. Session 1 runs from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on May 6th. Sessions 2 and 3 run from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. on May 20th and June 3rd. Attendance at all 3 sessions is required. Please only sign up if you intend to participate for the duration of each session. Sign up at where else? sustainablect.org. And we have a brand new element to share, our no-cost assistance partner of the month. Yeah, this month we're highlighting the Yukon Technical Assistance to Brownfields program, Yukon TAB, which is very cool. Yukon TAB offers no-cost technical assistance to New England municipalities on an ongoing basis. Supported by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Yukon TAB helps municipalities to advance investigation, cleanup, and redevelopment of sites, protect public health, and promote environmental justice. And you can join Yukon TAB this month for their spring and summer webinar series. Their next webinar takes place May 13th, 12 to 12:30 p.m. Sustainable CT, Actions and Impact, and me speaking to you right now. It's all made possible in part by the Common Sense Fund. Common Sense Fund promotes action both on the environment and in the arts that is practical, creative, and addresses social needs. And that's a very good thing. Visit them at commonsensefund.org. Remember, we can't do what we do without you. We don't have a magical unicorn rainbow money tree, no sir, but you can support Sustainable CT's work and mission. Yes, you can. Find out how at sustainablect.org. You'll be glad you did. In conveyances this month, the first conference on transitioning away from fossil fuels took place in Santa Marta, Colombia from April 24th to April 29th. Co-hosted by the governments of Colombia and the Netherlands, this conference brought together representatives from more than 50 countries to create a roadmap for ending global reliance on oil, coal, and gas. NPR reports that many viewed it as a necessary alternative to a COP process that remains heavily influenced by the oil and gas industry. With the exception of NPR, there has been very little U.S. press coverage of the event. The United States was not invited, given the Trump administration's refusal to engage in climate talks to move beyond fossil fuels. So there you have it. There's a new resource for environmental justice and indigenous groups, the Collaborative Clinic for Nonprofit Viability. CCNV is a new, no-cost resource for environmental justice and indigenous nonprofit organizations facing growing legal, political, and funding threats to their ability to operate. Great stuff. And there's a new tool for visualizing greenhouse gas emissions, too. 1 million metric tons of carbon dioxide sounds like a lot, right? But is it? A new free tool from Project Drawdown can help you find a fast and accurate answer. Find out about Carbon in Context, developed under the direction of Project Drawdown's Senior Communications Manager, Skylar Knight. Oh, I like that. Skylar. Great name. The Community Foundation of Eastern Connecticut, hey, we know them, held a Women and Girls Luncheon in April at which they raised approximately $33,000 toward their $50,000 goal to support women and girls funds. Nice. The Connecticut Institute for Resilience and Climate Adaptation, that's circa to you and me, has released a new story map presenting research on how environmental and socio-demographic factors shape both intra- and intercity differences in Connecticut's Urban Heat Index. Don't miss that. This looks very cool. The Environmental Funding Navigator is a dynamic, evolving resource designed to help communities across New England access funding for environmental work. The Navigator features an expanding list of grants, loans, tax credits, and other financing options to support your organization's mission and project goals. And researchers at Virginia Tech go Hokie Birds, which, is sort of a dressed-up turkey. Well, they're conducting research on the public valuation of renewable energy and energy transition in New England. They've got a survey about renewable energy transition trade-offs in New England seeking grounded, place-based input. So help out. Yeah, it's science. In our chronology section, where time waits for snowman, the Yale University of the Environment is hosting the 2026 New Horizons in Conservation Convening, and our very own Katie Meter and Lily Adamo will be there. With a focus on the environment, inequalities, and vulnerabilities, the convening invites professionals, practitioners, students, recruiters, and vendors to explore urgent issues in the environmental field in domestic and international contexts. This is an in-person paid event with a limited number of free and scholarship-supported tickets, May 7th and 9th, the Yale School of the Environment, 195 and 205 Prospect Street, New Haven, beginning at 12 p.m. The Connecticut Land Conservation Council and the Northwest Connecticut Land Conservancy have a webinar series, Keeping the Promise: Core Skills for Effective Land Stewardship. It's designed to equip land trusts with the practical skills, tools, and insights needed to uphold that commitment with confidence. This is a 6-part webinar series, the first 2 sessions of which took place in April. The remaining 4 sessions will all take place from 12 to 1:30 p.m. on May 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. Join Healing by Growing Farms for their 6th annual national conference, an event that brings together the heartbeat of our food system. Farmers, food industry providers, health and human services professionals, community and faith-based groups, brain injury and trauma survivors, and youth ambassadors. Oh, the next generation of growers. An in-person event May 6th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Camp Harkness, 301 Great Neck Road in Waterford. The Nature Conservancy, along with NVCOG, DEEP, the Connecticut Urban Forest Council, and us too, will host the next Urban and Community Forestry Peer Learning Exchange in the Naugatuck Valley Council of Governments region on May 6th. Through a series of presentations, lightning talks, and discussions, local leaders will share challenges and solutions to urban forestry initiatives with the overarching goal of creating sustainable, resilient, and equitable communities for all. I like that. It's an in-person event, May 6th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., 96 Bank Street, Waterbury. Connecticut Green Bank and SCROG are offering a CPACE workshop. The Commercial Property Assessment Clean Energy, CPACE program, enables all types of commercial properties to make green upgrades to new and existing buildings through an experienced contractor network and access to financing with repayment options. Attend the virtual workshop offered by Connecticut Green Bank and the South Central Regional Council of Governments on May 6, 10 to 11 a.m. Heat pumps, heat pumps, heat pumps! For Eversource's first webinar of 2026, Danielle Crocker, Senior Energy Efficiency Consultant at Eversource, will walk attendees through how heat pump water heaters work and the available rebates for both residential and commercial customers. May 7th, 12 to 1 p.m. The lovely town of Southbury is having its Green Expo 2026, and they invite you to explore sustainable living. The Southbury Green Expo 2026 is a free, family-friendly event focused on sustainability, community engagement, and practical solutions for greener living. Be sure to check it out. An in-person event, May 9th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Pomprog Elementary School, 607 Main Street South in lovely Southbury. Okay, try to stay with me on this one. The Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, Connecticut Equality and Environmental Justice Advisory Council, Land Subcommittee, is holding a resource hour. You got that? Learn about funding opportunities that are open to environmental justice communities. During this hour, guests will hear about Resilient Forestry Practices Grants, RFPGs, Urban Green and Community Garden, UGCG, and Open Space and Watershed Land Acquisition, OSWA. You'll get to hear flash talks and lots of acronyms from program managers about eligibility and application requirements May 14th, 3 to 4 p.m. Yukon Clear is offering a training session on map reading and mapping resources for land use commissioners. Participants will earn 3 or more hours of general commissioner training, along with 1 hour dedicated to fair and affordable housing practices as required under CGS 8-4C. It's a paid in-person event, May 16th, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., Yukon Middlesex County Extension Center, 1066 Saybrook Road in Haddam. Join the Electric Vehicle Club of Connecticut for a Zoom presentation from Stepwise Electric. Jane Shen, CEO, and Holly Lichtenfield, Chief Marketing and Strategy Officer, will speak about their Stepwise Tap Smart Load Management System that has been selected for a pilot project administered through Eversource and United Illuminating, May 19th, 7 to 8 p.m. There's a Stream Smart training in Westport. The Stream Smart program is a training and partnership initiative led by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service that helps communities design and install road stream crossings that restore fish and wildlife passage while improving infrastructure resilience, reducing flooding, and enhancing public safety. An in-person event, May 27th, 9 to 4 p.m., Earth Place, 10 Woodside Lane in Westport. Don't miss the Eastern Connecticut Watershed Summit, bringing together watershed groups, municipalities, nonprofits, local organizations, and community members to connect, collaborate, and build partnerships while exploring tools, strategies, and solutions that support watershed health and local action. An in-person event, May 30th, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Project Oceanology, 1084 Shenecosset Road, No. 1, Groton. And this is large, the Ocean Conservancy, with support provided by the 2024 award from the NOAA Marine Debris Program, requests applications for their large marine debris removal project for the removal of, guess what, large marine debris, including derelict fishing gear from remote and hard-to-reach marine environments. Applications are due on May 31st by 5 p.m. Whew. And we have a last word or two to say about our special day at the Capitol that we had on April 16th. A reception for Connecticut legislators was a great success thanks to all the towns and legislators that participated. We were joined by friends from towns all over the state showcasing successful sustainability initiatives, including advancing energy efficiency and climate resilience, expanding affordable housing, strengthening local economies, and promoting equity. Key legislators including Kevin Brown, Joe Gresco, Antonio Felipe, Andre Baumgartner and Kate Farrar, along with staff from many legislative offices, had the opportunity to learn firsthand of the innovative, community-driven projects happening in their districts. It was exciting to meet with our lawmakers, strengthen their connections with municipal leaders, and raise awareness about the impactful work being done to promote a sustainable Connecticut. Thank you all. And you can read all about it in this month's exciting edition of Actions and Impact, the official Sustainable CT newsletter. Accept no substitutes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe. And you can do that where sustainability is a capital idea indeed at sustainablect.org.